Okay, everything is de-plastic coatinized. It's a lot of stuff. I think they say you can have these together in 20 minutes. No, a little longer, but still, what are you doing? You're building your garden bed. Have a good time. Taking the plastic off, once you get in a rhythm, you can get it off. So I did break down the parts bucket. Pretty simple. You have a screw, not really a screw, more like a bolt with a screw head on it. You have regular nuts, and then you have these fancy ones. And I don't really have the camera close enough for you to see. But you do have to pay attention to a couple things. How you're putting it together, it doesn't really tell you, but I think of how it's pushing out. And I always put my flat spot in instead of out. So it's in between and the corners are on the out. I don't know whether that's right, wrong, or otherwise. In these ones, the fancier nuts, they go in the first 2 holes. And the regular nuts go in the rest of them. And that's just, I'm thinking maybe your hands are there. It looks better aesthetically. Washers. See that? One thing about the washers, because I did it yesterday or last night when I was building the first one. The washer only goes on the inside. It does not go on the outside. If you do it on the outside, you're going to have to take everything back apart when you figure out you've just run out of washers. So basically, the design that I'm going to do, get my little thing here. You can do all kind of designs. You can do an 8x2, a 6.5 by 2, 6.5 by 3.5, a 5 by 2, a 2 by 2, a 5 by 5, a 5 by 3.5, a 3.5 by 3.5, that's 3.5 by 3.5, and a 3.5 by 2. I go for the 6.5 by 3.5 and use all 12 pieces. And this is kind of how I do it. I'm going to take, it's good to be organized. This is basically going to be my end. I take just like that. And this makes my end. And then I have 3 flats and then another end just like this. I still got plastic on this thing. So, they're fairly standard. Watch when you, it'll get a little wonky. And like I said, this isn't the thickest metal. It's thick enough for what it is. But you can, if you have it sitting on the ground and you step on it or you do something, you will bend this. You will kink it and you will never get it back to the shape that it's in right now. That's just how it goes. I'm going to put these corners together. So hold on, we're speeding up. Okay. Excuse me, that's a corner. Everything finger tight, nothing's tight right now because I'm going to do it down behind you guys on the garage floor. And if you're doing it outside, which is where I built mine last year, make sure you get it straight, because if it's a little crooked or wonky and you tighten it up with a wrench or a screw gun, it's not going to be real good. But this is one corner. I'm going to build the other corner, and then I'll build one of the straight sides. Actually, you know what? Let me get rid of this. So that's how you do the corners. You got that sitting off to the side over there. And now with doing that, you use 3 pieces, 2 corners and a flat or a straight, whatever you want to call it. And that's how you build both corners. Now the side walls going down is going to be 3 flat, 3 straight, whatever you want to call it. 3 of these guys. Oh, and make sure when you're doing this, that's the inside. See how it's a brighter color? And that's the outside. How that's white? Oh, I don't know. So the way I do mine is I figure out how I'm going to do. I do one with the inside piece behind. So when it's up and going down, as you can see, this is going to be the center piece, and it's going to be behind this piece and this piece. I don't know if any of this really makes a big difference, but I just get neurotic like that. And then I'll have the other piece that's going to go on this end here. So hold on, buckle your seatbelt. Here we go. Okay, so this is the center. Oh, and also, don't flip them around. Make sure you have all your fancier nuts up top. Like I said, finger tight. You don't want this super tight because when it was laying down, maybe if it's kinked a little, or it's going to have to change angles down there. That's basically the center. And you build two of these. You got two ends, you got two sides. It's amazing. But that's basically it. Well, I'm going to slam the rest of the stuff together. We'll come back. I'll be over there in my messy shop, my storage area shop. That's a mess. And we'll put it all together. We'll get the power gun out and put it together. And we'll talk about that for a second. So let me put these together. Okay, guys, I have everything pre-gamed for us here. The sides that are built, I have them. They're going on the inside. I've everybody started. And this is one of the big things with leaving everything finger tight. How we can move it around. See that? And it's real nice actually building it down here as opposed to building it up in the garden where it's mostly mulch, because it's a little uneven and I had to mess with, because you want to get a nice even. You can see right there, that's have a sharp edge. That's what that stuff's going to be for. Like I said, it does come with a little wrench. God bless you if you get in there with a little wrench. That's a lot of that. I use a screw gun. I have a bit and that has a socket on it. And I know this is going to sound dumb to a lot of people, but maybe you don't know if you're using a screw gun. Wow, this sweatshirt looks absolutely terrible. It's all big and stretched out. It's from James Prigioni in New Jersey. That's Tuck. If you're using a screw gun, because like I said, if you just go right at it, it is going to bend the metal. It's going to over tighten it, and you don't want to do that. You want to clutch it. I know I'm rehashing some common sense stuff, but you're going to want to clutch it. And by that, I mean, it's going, if you don't know, it's just if you don't know, it's going, when it gets to a certain amount of tension, it stops. And that way, you're not going to over tighten. And I messed around yesterday with getting it starting off low and then bringing it up to where I wanted it to be. So, hey, let's start doing this. Okay, that's that. I always seem to miss some, but I think I did it good this time. Like I said, if you see me, I pick it up because I want to get these tops matched. If the bottoms are off a little bit is one thing. You're going to have dirt in there. It can move around. But the top, you want to be pretty matched. And also to put your weather stripping, whatever you want to call it, around it. But now this is pretty much done. Other than I got to put the stuff around there. And I'm just going to show you real quick. I don't think you need to see the whole thing. You take this stuff. It has a groove. You pretty much just start, pick a spot. You push it on like so. You go the whole way around. You're going to have a little bit of excess. You just kind of line it up. A good sharp pair of scissors, because it actually has a thin piece of metal in there that bends and forms around there. Good sharp piece of scissors. Snip it off, push it down, and you're good. And it's real nice. And do put this on. Don't skip this step, because, like I said, you do run the chance of where these guys go together, pricking your finger, and it's not fun. Put this back up there. I actually have that warming up. Makes it a little more pliable. But like I said, they're not super heavy. A little weight to them, but it's not as heavy as you may think. Well, hey, this is building a Vego 9-in-1, 17-inch tall raised garden bed. Replacing a wooden bed that's starting to rot out and definitely is not as tall. And we're going to do the hugelkultur method. We're going to put sticks and logs and leaves and gook and stuff in there. I'll film probably 3 different ways. Make little videos on that. Well, I'm going to put that on. I got to turn it this way to get it out that door over there. And I'll have to probably get my daughter to come and help me. Then I'll carry it up. And this is bed number 2. If you look right over there, that's bed number 3. And then I'll be done for the day. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you go to vegogarden.com or go to Vego Garden on Instagram, because you get a really good deal through their shop on Instagram. And hey, I hope now, I know it's cold, but I hope you're thinking of gardening. My seed starting thing is right here. I'm going to do a little bit on that, put some new grow lights in there. I bought my seeds from Baker Creek. That video is up right there. And I know it's cold, but start getting in that gardening mindset. Well, hey, I'm Noah. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.